Now look at this, everyone. This leopard's up and is moving up the tree. Fantastic. Oh, perfect. It's paid off for us to sit and wait here. Oh, yes, isn't this great? Wonderful. I'm just going to reverse slightly. Fergs, I'm sorry, let me just reverse a little bit so we can see more of that kill. How's that? Is that a bit better? That's cool, there we go. I just want to update my friend Chris quickly, because he is also interested in this leopard sighting. Chris for Byron. Now, you see, he's got it in a perfect position there to be able to feed quite easily. It looks like he's on that log, so he can lay down and stand up quite comfortably and feed on that kill. And that's, again, that's well done to him for hoisting it in a tree like this. It's obviously much easier for him to climb over this fallen over branch, and now he can stand and feed quite easily. Chris for Byron. Chris, this animal's up at the moment in the tree. Might be worthwhile coming back. Hey, firm, just myself here. Make your way straight in. Now, you know what? I wonder if I don't actually just try to change a little bit of our angle. Hold on, Ferg, sorry. I just want to try to see more of his face with him actually feeding on that. I'll keep you on that side of the car. Through there, perhaps, Fergs? Is that a little bit better? I just wonder if... Is it okay? Those branches aren't in the way there. The joys of positioning a vehicle in a sighting to make sure we get the best view. Hold on. Sorry. There's some trees behind us. Don't worry, we're going to get a lovely view of this leopard feeding. Is that good? There we go. Oh dear. Christina, sorry, I missed the beginning of your question. Something with the hoisted impala. What was it, Alice? Oh, high enough. Okay. So, yeah, so Christina, the carcass, you know what? I think it is high enough that it won't be scavenged by hyenas. The legs are dangling down, but I wonder, you know what, a adult hyena could probably reach those legs, but you'd find he might try and hoist it a little bit higher. I think as long as he can try and get those legs up a little bit, hyena might be able just to get those legs. Oh, that's such a beautiful view of him now. So, Christina, I don't know. It's difficult. It looks high enough. It's difficult to tell from there. Like, that position, completely high enough. The legs now, you can see they've lifted slightly. See that? And that's definitely high enough. No hyena will be able to reach that. Oh, this is what we're waiting for, everyone. See how patience paid off. Watching this leopard climb back up the tree and now start feeding. This is great. And it just goes to show you, you know, we always say when we're out here and we sometimes think nothing's happening, but there's always something happening. And right outside camp, we're probably 300 meters from our camp. and there's a male leopard with a kill. So it just shows you that these leopards, or all the predators in general, they are stealthy, they are very good hunters, and it's not easy for us to always see them, find them. But it just shows they have got kills, they are doing very well. Probably trying to get to some of the soft bits of that impala. Now, Chris Rogue, I'm not sure. You asked if Hosana maybe killed an unsuspecting loser of a rat fight with the males. I couldn't see if this was a full-grown male. I don't know if they're serious horns. I just want the leopard to try and move its head a little bit so we might be able to see. Did you have any view, Fergs? Did you see anything? Small horns, yeah. Let's see if I'll try to see if we can move the leopard. I'm joking, we're not going to move the leopard. Just hopefully he moves. We might be able to see. You know what? Those look like small horns. I don't think it is. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, Lavina, you asked if he would share with his sister. Now, I'm not sure. Usually, and I'll tell you what happens is leopards, they do feed one at a time. And the chances of the female arriving and going up and feeding now are almost 0 to none. There's no chance she would do that. He would act quite aggressively towards her, even though it is his sister. But if he was finished feeding and moved down the tree, if she was around and she was able to get up and feed, I think at this age, yes, there is a still small possibility that she would be able to feed and he would be okay with it. I think, again, because of the age. But soon he probably won't like to share his kill with anyone, any other leopard. Chris Rogue, I just had a look at those horns. That's a young impala. That's not a rutting impala. That would not have been a full-grown male rutting. You can see the horns. They probably, this impala, I would guess, would have been born in November, December 2015, judging by the size of those horns. So it's a year and a half old. Getting some of the juicy bits around the head there. I can hear some of the bones crunching. I really am so impressed with this young male leopard. He's done very, very well to get this carcass. There's still a lot of meat on there for him to feed on. There's still the whole neck, shoulder section, most of the rump and that has been fed on in the stomach area. But there's still a lot of food there. Ali, now, what I've seen, and often what I've seen is with leopards, when they make a kill, the first thing they start doing is they'll start feeding on it. They'll generally start with the rump, the hind quarters. That's the softer meat, the easier to get to, and a lot of meat there. So they'll feed on that first. But then they do start picking away at the stomach, opening it up, and possibly trying to get some of those stomach contents out. I've seen it before where they do scrape and try and scratch them out and then just not necessarily bury it, and we spoke about it earlier, I think James was asking, but they don't bury it, but they'll scrape sand over it or try and mask the scent of those stomach contents, and that's also then easier for them to hoist the kill if they make it a bit lighter by taking those stomach contents out. So they do that maybe after they've fed for a little while. If they're not too hungry, they might do that in the beginning. It varies somewhat from what I've seen. But yes, they will try and get the stomach contents out at some point, and then it will potentially be a bit easier to hoist. Again, it's so wonderful to see a leopard feeding in a tree. The balance and the ability to stand and feed on a carcass is just amazing. Well, I know what I'm going to be doing for the next hour, and that is sitting here enjoying this sighting.